Hey people, what's going on? It's Tuesday, the 7th of March. Cheers. And, folks, let's go for a little bit because my post yesterday, yes, let me speak. So let me look at some of the comments and just respond. So Frank, you say to me, you've been in mental health and you say just stop the bullshit? I wish, man. Frank, if my words don't apply to how you're doing yours, then it's not for you. My body makes me depressed. It washes over me like a drug. What the fuck can I do about that? Just stop it? No, you can't just stop it like that. But there are many things that a person can do. I have depression. I've been, diagnosed, okay? I have it. I do. I manage it. All of us are different, okay? So please, understand that it's an individual walk, and don't misunderstand my words. Listen to, I'm speaking about my personal life, people in my life, my observations, my thoughts. Don't take it personally, but there are things that we can do. Okay. When I learned, okay, so I'll be personal. So in order to get past being suicidal, which I've attempted suicide 3 times, it was important for me to learn that I cycle, to understand my cycle of depression, so that when, for example, the depression that hits me washes over me, and there's no reason for it. I understand that. Like Frank says, his body makes him depressed. Probably so. Some sort of electrical imbalance, chemical imbalance, okay? So, getting to know, learn, it helped me to learn my body's cycles so that I would know when to kick in with the extra coping skills to make it through the blue periods. But it's different for everyone. So don't misunderstand my words, okay? And that's why I'm on here, because we live in a world where people react. You stop and think. Don't just react, okay? There's nothing to be mad about. And I'm not saying to everyone, just stop the bullshit, Frank. Come on. Take what you need, or don't take anything from what I say. Okay? Seriously. And so someone else was saying, of course, I think good therapists can help you understand things that you're unable to for whatever reason and help guide you through whatever issues. A good therapist is good. But these are things that some of us, and I'll say us, some of us have learned how to do for ourselves. And it's not impossible. And I think it's an important and a powerful message to share, that to some folks who may think they're powerless. Okay, that's one thing. That's really what came up when the whole therapy thing came up with a couple of friends this weekend, because in particular one good friend of mine who I shares this therapy. It's like I'm an adjunct therapist. I'm his friend, but I don't mind, because we talk about things that are helpful to both of us. And I'll just share with them, it's like, you're making this headway, and it's like, seems like you have insight and taking steps. How much you paying for that therapist? That's what brought it up. Okay, so please, people, get a grip and try to understand. I'm sharing my perspective. There's some information in what I'm saying that may be helpful. It may not. Okay? Please pull back from all this damn taking my words personally. Yes. So someone else says, having read a fair bit now and experienced it myself, I do think there's something unique to therapy that doesn't necessarily seem as having a deeper, meaningful conversation. I'll agree with that. Okay, so if that's what you need and you find a good therapist, do it. Okay, okay. But I think people don't get enough encouragement to be stronger and to try to help themselves. That's that's the whole gist of what I want to say. Okay, and I see from another person that they are learning the hard way when it comes to therapy. It's been really helpful, but at the same time, I don't know if the time and the expense is worth it, because of insurance. And that's partly another reason why it came up, because of my friend's insurance change. That's when he got on the stick and said, I've been wasting my money. I'm paying some money to complain. That's, that's not therapy. Okay. Yes. So do what you need. And I encourage people to try and push conversations. If you know people that aren't, if you have some thinking friends, I encourage it, because that's what it is with me. It's like, that's what it is, okay? And then SSPP editor says your therapy is music and buying records. It is not my therapy. Thankfully, I know this from study and experience. There is therapeutic value to my collecting, as well as there's the potential for destructive over obsessiveness with collecting. Thankfully, I have enough experience to know that no, I am not. The collection is part of my life. It is not therapy. It has therapeutic value, and it can be a therapeutic adjunct. It can be that, but it is not my therapy. It's what I love, and I'm glad that I know this. I learned this. Okay. The other thing the person said is that let's see. Everyone processes things differently. Yes, not everyone is tuned with their emotions. For whatever people suffer from depression for a variety of reasons. I know. I'm one of them. Okay. You may want to take your own advice and don't take it personal and delete posts that are clearly meant as humor. See, here's what you say, SP editor. It is not clear that posts are humor. How do I know? Humor involves context. It also helps when you're the basis of the humor. It has to have like a basis of like some shared commonality. People coming over here that I've never met, don't know who they are, and say things, and I don't know if they're being funny or not. So no, it is not clear that people are saying things meant as humor. It's not clear. It's not. Humor is not universal. How many times have you seen a comedian who isn't funny? So come on. Come on, people. I'm sharing my perspective. That's all. Sharing my perspective, okay? Yes. Yes. So ultimately, the message of my video yesterday is encouragement. Encouragement to be strong. Encouragement to do what you need for yourself. Outside resources are helpful. Professionals can be helpful, but you have power too. That's why I speak like I do. It's like, again, don't let people try to tell you, day is night and night is day. Find out for yourself, okay? And yeah, that's all. I'm smiling and chuckling because I really understand this. I really do understand how we. Yeah. All right. Okay, that's Brian Day. So, moving on to music, and like I say, this is not a service, even though people send me records to review. This is my life. So I'll talk about what I want to talk about, okay? I will. I just got a package from Discus Music in England. Wow, Martin Archer. Thank you for keeping me in the loop on these new releases, because I will continue to listen and share my thoughts and encourage folks to find out about your label and listen to what you're putting out. I can talk about this one right away because I didn't listen to them all. But this one I can immediately recommend. Shiver meets Matthew Bourne, Volume 1. This is a one long piece of music, 42 minutes. 42 minutes. And it's Bourne on piano and Lynn Advanced Memory Moog with Andy Champion on bass and Juiced Hendrix on drums and Chris Sharkey on electric guitar, live processing and production. And this is cool. I like it. It's this. I'm only listening to part of it. I really like this already. It's it has a shape, and it does have an interesting sound. Where I was thinking, what is that? Is it the memory moog now that I'm hearing, or is that some kind of processing? I like this immediately. He sent me others, but this is the only one I really can immediately say, well, this is definitely hitting some G spots. I also like the simplicity of this one. Sometimes simplicity works. I don't think I want. Well, I did. My Nice album is very simple, yellow. I want some good graphics for these next releases. I do. I'm hunting around, as well as looking at what my nephew Gabriel has to choose from. Discus Music, though. Good label. Okay, folks. I'll explain again. You know, I'm at home. This is my life, okay? And I'm the one who decides about my channel. Some people do come over here and verbally assault me. It's very weird. I don't really know why. I'm not verbally assaulting anyone. And if you go back and check my words, you'll see that. That's why I just maintain this, And in a person-to-person conversation, boy, we could really clear up a whole lot of BS. Really could. It happens. It does. It does happen regularly in my life. It just happened last weekend, with a friend I hadn't seen for a long time, And it's good to be honest. It is. It's good. Okay, folks. No music right now, really. I wanted to talk about that.